Good afternoon and welcome to Juan Diego High School. We have a baseball game. Just getting started here. A little bit early, about 10 minutes before a normal first pitch time, but we are ready to go versus the Buffaloes from Tooele. And the first pitch is a swinging strike by number 4. I'll get the name here in just a second. We are also having senior night festivities this afternoon, so we did that before the game. That was really nice. Celebrated our 4 seniors who will be graduating this spring. That was taken for a ball, so a nice time there. And we'll be talking about the seniors all game long, so thanks for joining us. 2-1 is the count, and I need to get on that because I just realized I am not keeping track of balls and strikes. So there we go, 1-2. I knew there was something I wasn't remembering what to do. And that misses for ball 3. Trying to get some adjustments done here. As usual, we have our challenges with connectivity with the weather, although it is a nice, and that was inside for ball 4, so that will put a runner on for Tooele. And bring to the plate. That was Bird at the plate, number 4. Batting now for Tooele is Bowen, number 6. And let's make sure we got our camera working over there. We do. So that is a bunt laid down the third base side. I think that's going to be late. Yes, that is late and overthrown. So that's going down the right side. And the runner is coming home. And over to third, he is safe. So an error costs Juan Diego a run and advances the hitter clear over to third base. So let's get that on the board. So that'll put a run on the board for Tooele and an error on the board for Juan Diego. And just like that, it is 1-2-0 in favor of Tooele. Weather here is nice today, and that is struck but going foul, so strike 1. Don't know why my camera wants to play color bars today, but I've noticed that. I think it might be because of the weather. It's actually pretty warm today. It's about it's mid-80s right now, and very windy coming from the south, so we'll have some challenges with the camera staying in the right spot because of that. And that one misses low for ball 1. I believe we have a cold front moving through right around the 4 to 5 o'clock time frame. That's going to shift the wind to make it come from the north, so we have that to look forward to as well. And that one's hit well, but down the left side and foul, 1 bounce and over the fence out there. So that's how hard the wind's blowing. That was a foul ball, line drive, 1 bounce over the fence in foul territory. So that is strike 2. 1-2 is the count. 2 Adams at the plate. And that is a called strike 3. So let's see if the replay is going to work today. And we have the batter. That looks like we're going to get the replay in. And called strike 3. So a nice pitch by Liebrich there to get the first out. And that will bring up Kolovic in the 4 spot for Tooele. And that's hit over to the shortstop. Runner's going to score on that one. Play to first is in time, so an RBI for Tooele, and that'll put 2 on the board for them early in the game here, and another out on the board for Juan Diego. So pitching is one of our seniors today, Matt Liebrich, number 3. Off speed for ball 1. At the plate now is Donadillo, it looks like, and fouled off. Ooh, third base coach made a play on it. So 1-1. And the wind has settled down just a little bit. And another swing and a foul ball, so 1-2 to Donadillo. number 22 in the on-deck circle for Tooele. And staying alive, but foul again, so keep the count 1 and 2. Now, I might have the count wrong. I thought it was 1 and 2. The big board has 0 and 2, as does the Game Changer app. So I might have given him a ball when I shouldn't have, but we'll see if that's the case. Another foul ball. And that one's hit to the shortstop. Over to first, and he throws it away again. Oh, man, that is 2 errors on Juan Diego in the first inning. And when I say again, I'm not sure if he made the first throwing error or not, but it is the second error for Juan Diego. And that is just kind of sloppy. That should have been 3 outs right there. So put a runner on first, clear the count, and tack on an error for Juan Diego. 2 errors already here in the first inning. And that'll bring up number 22. That was taken for a ball. So D. Palmer is the batter, number 22. Number 23 is in the on-deck circle. Let's see if they're going to try to hold him over there at first. Nope, coming home with it. And a nice swing of the bat, but foul by Palmer. So 1 and 1. Earlier during warm-ups, that wind was howling out of the south. It didn't take much to put one up in the air and it would blow over the fence. I saw 3 hit out during warm-ups out of left field. That's how hard the wind was blowing. And another swing and another foul ball. So 1 and 2. So Juan Diego just a little shaky here in the first. 2 errors, giving up 2 runs. And that one's hit to the second baseman, who will take it himself. Preston Bath, another senior for Juan Diego. Number 4 makes that final out. So Juan Diego gets out of this. Middle of the first. Tooele 2, Juan Diego 0. And we are back here, bottom of the first. Tooele with an early lead, 2-0. Leading off for Juan Diego is going to be Carlos Collada. Taking outside for ball one. The pitcher for Tooele is number 1, Hervat, on the hill for Tooele. And that is low and down for, well, same thing. Low and down. Low and inside is what I meant to say, 2-0. And that is ball 3 to Carlos. So let's get the prop bet on the line here. 3-0. I'm going with taking all the way. No chance he's swinging or bunting. Nope. There it is. Called strike 1. Ring it up. I believe that's only happened 3 times in all of JV and Varsity the entire year where somebody's actually swung on 3-0. And swings on that one, fouls it away. So just like that, full count to Carlos. You can hear the wind making its presence known. I have the only audio I have is the mic on my headset here, so no audio on the field. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be able to hear me because the wind's really whipping up here. Carlos fouls that one off. So full count. Here comes to home. And takes high for ball 4, so that'll put a runner on base for Juan Diego. And bring up to the plate number 5, Zach Carlson. Again, I'm not sure why color bars are a thing right now with my camera, but it is a little bit annoying. I'll see if I can try to work that out a little later as he comes home with it. And that just misses outside. That was a good looking pitch. So ball 1. Love the left-handed throwers, particularly when there's a guy on first. It's always fun to, there's the move right there, and that's what makes it fun is he's got a direct throw right to first. And if you're not paying attention as a runner, you're going to get caught. But Carlos saw that all the way, so good eye. Coming home with it. And that's a ball that gets away from the catcher, so that's going to get Carlos over to second on the passed ball. So Juan Diego with a runner in scoring position. See if Zach can get a base hit here and potentially put a run on the board. Zach shows bunt, does not offer, so that is 3-0 to Zach. And we have our use case once again, 3-0, taking all the way or swinging. I mean, if I'm the coach, I'm giving Zach the green light, but chances are he is taking. And taking all the way for strike 1, 3-1. That was a pitch Zach would love to have again. And I can see my catcher's out of frame, so I'll need to adjust that camera at the break so I can get everybody in frame here. Ooh, and that one just misses off speed, and it tailed off at the end right outside of the plate. That was close. So first and second for Juan Diego. And that will bring Gabe Perkins, number 29, to the plate. And at least you can see the batter. I guess the wind kind of knocked that camera offline. Not holding it first, so coming home with it for sure. Well, I guess not. Made a slight move to show that one, and my camera has officially, they're at home. Boy, that is really frustrating. So all we have now is the camera pointed at first, so I'll call it out while I try to fix what's going on here. And Gabe goes to bunt that one, so that's going to be a strike. Oh, it's always something with the live stream. It's connectivity or focus or cameras or color bars. I don't know. It's very challenging. So it looks like it came back. In the elements. That causes some problems. And that is called strike 2. So 0-2 to Perkins, who needs to put one in play here. Not holding it first. Coming home with it. And that's inside for ball 1. So 1-2 to Gabe. Ooh, and off speed just misses. So 2-2 to Gabe. And that wind is now really fierce. You can see the camera wiggling all over the place, and it is actually secured pretty good there on the backstop. So, boy, I guess we'll have to just make do with what we got here. You can see the pitcher's jersey flapping out there and just standing still, and wind is something else. And that is definitely a strike and a foul ball. Whoops. Needed to add a pitch to the count, not clear the strike count. So still 2-2 to Gabe. At least it's not raining, so that's good, and it's not cold, so that's 2 pluses. I'll take this over some of the weather we had earlier in the spring any day. It was pretty dang cold there for our runners. Go! Gabe hits a line drive to left field. So a hit for Juan Diego, scores a run. And it is now 2-1. Runners on first and second for Juan Diego. Up to bat is Tyler Easter for the Soaring Eagle. Tyler hits a nice hit to left center field. That one's bouncing. Runners are chasing. It hits the fence. Tyler is at second base. One run is in. Here comes the second one. Gabe, and the throw down to third. Got him out, trying to get to third. Nice throw by the outfield, but Tyler with a hit and a 2 RBI on the board. So let's tack another one on. That'll give Juan Diego 2 more runs and an out. So a nice throw by the outfielder to get the tag at third. I didn't catch that on camera, but Juan Diego does get 2 runs on that. So a nice hit by Tyler. Dallas Larson at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's low for ball 1. Looks like I lost connectivity there for a minute. I think the wind may have shifted my antenna around up top, so hopefully it'll hold out and we'll be okay. Dallas with strike 2 there on a foul ball. On deck for Juan Diego is Matt Liebrick, the pitcher, another senior. And that's a dropped third strike. Down to first is easy peasy, so out number 2 for Tooele. And that will bring up Matt Liebrick. We have 4 seniors on the team: Connor Sawyer, Matt Liebrick, Preston Bath, and Matt Mencia. And that catches the outside corner. A little low in the zone, but a called strike. So 0-1 to Matt. And Matt hits a nice one to center field. That's going to go over the center fielder's head, and that's going to go all the way to the fence. Takes one bounce about a third of the way up the fence. And Matt with a nice double on that hit. So way to go, Liebrich, on senior night. Put you on second base. That will bring up our next senior, number 4, Preston Bath. As Liebrich comes in on the speed up rule, Malik Harris takes his spot at second base. So a bullet to center field over the center fielder's head, took one bounce and then bounced off of the fence about a third of the way up. And that center field fence is pretty tall. You can see it in this frame. It's a lot taller than the rest of the fence line, but good hit by Matt there. Inside for ball 1. And just like that, the wind has calmed down, so go figure. And that's a strike. 1-1 to Preston. And Preston hits one right up the middle. The second baseman makes a great dive for it, misses it. Here comes the runner home. Of course, you can't see it because my camera's failing on me, but that will score Malik Harris, the pinch runner for Matt Liebrich. So a nice hit by Preston on senior night. 2 drive in a run. So another hit on the board for Juan Diego, another run. And we'll clear the count. That is going to bring up our 4th senior mention of the night, Matt Mencia, number 18. See what Matt can do with 2 outs. So all 4 seniors in the game for Juan Diego. Matt shows bunt, does not offer, and that is outside, so ball 1. So great to have all of our seniors in the game as we celebrate their journey through high school and their eventual graduation in just, I guess, another month. Be here before you know it. And a swing and a miss. So 1-1 to Matt. They are holding at first. Let's see if they're going to throw over there. Nope, coming home with it, and that's high. So 2-1. Going back to first, and safe is the call on the throw. And takes 4, strike 2. So 2-2 to Matt. Thinking about it, coming home with it, and that just misses for ball 3. So 3-2. The count is full to Matt. Boy, that was a tough one to take on. That was close. Borderline pitch from where I'm sitting, so good take. And a swing and a miss for out number 3. So at the end of 1, Juan Diego puts up 4 and leads by a score of 4-2. bat for Tooele is in the 7 spot is Beer. And Beer is wearing the number 23 on his jersey and takes for strike 1. So 0-1 to Beer. 7-8-9 up for Tooele. That one gets away from Liebrick. 1-1. Looks like number 5 is on deck for Tooele. And a swing and a miss. 1-2. I did make that adjustment on the camera, so hopefully that's a better view of the batter and the catcher. And just missing there for ball 2, so 2-2 is the count. And that camera is just giving me fits, so I'll call it out here. That is a ball, hits dirt to the turf before the plate and the catcher's mitt, so that's going to be full count. 2 Beer. And a foul ball, so the count will remain full. So I made the adjustment. We'll see if that holds, and then I'll try to figure out what my color bars are all about. And that's low for ball 4. So put a runner on for Tooele. And number 5 will make his first appearance in the 8th spot, and that is Spindler for Tooele. See what Juan Diego does here. I can see this camera's off now. Barely see the pitcher in frame. Runner goes, throw down to second is, and it's missed by both the second baseman and the shortstop, but center field is there to back it up. And that'll be a stolen base, and I believe, did he swing on that one? I think he did swing at that one, even though it was, seems to me, if I recall, it was kind of high. So we're going to go 0-1 on the count. Yes, that was indeed a strike, so that was a hit and run for Tooele. And misses low and inside, so 1-1 to Spindler. And I can see my connectivity is failing again, so that's hit well to center field. That's going to be over the center fielder's head, so a nice hit by Tooele. That's going to score 1 run and put Spindler at second base. So put a hit on the board for Tooele, tack on a run, and leave the hitter, or the runner, at second. At least the runner on the scoreboard. Looks like that will be a pinch runner now, number 21 in the game, at second base for Spindler. And Avery is at the plate, wearing number 3 for Tooele. High for ball 1. A couple of really good hits in this game so far. You get it up in the air and that wind's going to take it. Hit at the right time. It's pretty calm right now, but it is swirling and gusting when it gets going. It blows pretty hard. So, and that's a, and he got him at second base. Let's see the replay on that. There is the throw, and they called him out. So a pickoff by Liebrick will put 1 out on the board. Looks like his. And that is popped up, and Tyler making an effort. No. That's right behind me. Actually, the ball just hit my foot. What is that about? That's crazy. So 1-1 to the batter, Avery. And that's hit over. And that's hit over to the shortstop, who smothers it, but no play. Tough play. So we'll go ahead and award a hit to the batter on that one. So add another hit on the board for Tooele and put a runner on first. And bring up, I believe this is going to be leadoff for Tooele. Bird. In the leadoff spot. See if they're going to check it first. No throw coming home with it. High for ball one. And that's a shot right to the shortstop, over to second, over to first for the stretch and the double play. So nice double play by Juan Diego to turn it and get out of the inning. So middle of the second, Juan Diego 4, Tooele 3. Okay, looks like we're somewhat back. Boy, I'm having all kinds of trouble up here at the field with connectivity today. As you know from past broadcasts, the connectivity at the field is non-existent, and therefore I have to use an external antenna to try to connect to the football field, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And this is probably the worst experience we've had all year with that. So trying to restore things as quickly as possible. It is 2 outs in the bottom of the second. So I'll get the scoreboard up here in just a second. But not looking too good for streaming. Very frustrating. So let's see if we can get this scoreboard going again. So the score is unchanged. Pitch counts are going to be off. I'll try to fix that. Looks like Hervat is up to 47. And that one's going over to the right side, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So that's 48 pitches. Looks like could be, I think that's going to be 49 for Hervat. So let's get that on the board. And we'll switch sides. Actually, we'll go to the top of the third. That was 3 up, 3 down for Juan Diego. So hopefully things will stabilize and we'll be okay. But my apologies. Okay, we're back. I am holding on for dear life. The wind is really whipping up again. Boy, so let's see what we've got here. We have at the plate, looks like Bowen in the number 2 spot, taking for ball 1. And that'll be 2-0 to Bowen. Three and 0. We do have a JV game planned for, well, after the varsity game. And that is a called strike. Should have done the prop bet on that one. 3-1. So hopefully we'll get a JV game in. They'll probably play the game. I'm not entirely certain if I'll stream it. Depends on what the weather's doing at that time, I guess. And that one just misses for ball 4. That was close. Another borderline pitch. Called a ball, so that'll put a runner on first for Tooele. And bring to the plate number 12, Adams. Runner goes, throw to second is in time and got him out. So another throwdown by Tyler. And when I say another, I mean he has thrown some guys out at second all year long. So a great play by the catcher and the shortstop to cover. That's going to put one out on the board, and I believe that was called a ball, so 1-0. So a nice pickoff on the stealing attempt. Curveball in there for strike. I believe that's strike. Nope, that's strike 1. My bad. 1-1. And that's hit over to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time, and that is an out. So a nice play there for out number 2. And that's going to bring to the plate number 2 for Tooele. And number 2 is Kolovic. And that is well short of the plate for ball 1. And ball 2 on that one. Low for ball 3. So 3-0, here we go. Is he taken? Or does he have a green light? Taken all the way. Taken all the way. No, he hits it. And it goes foul down the first base side, so I got that one wrong. 3-1. And that is ball 4, so that'll put a runner on first for Tooele with 2 outs. I'll need to adjust this view once again because the wind has pushed it out of where I'd like to have it with the pitcher and everything in the frame. Taken for ball 1, so 1-0. To the batter, Donadio. Two and 0's the count. That runner faked like he was going, but that'll be ball 3. So Tooele not letting up, swinging away on ball 3 last time. Let's see what they do this time. Taken for a strike. At some point, I want to paint the playoff picture to everybody if there's anybody still tuned in watching. Kind of a messy stream today, but there are some playoff implications that this game is going to have, and that is a ball, so that will not be a stolen base. And that'll have runners on first and second for Tooele. Number 22 up to bat for the Buffaloes, and that is Palmer. So Liebrick coming home with it, and that's high for ball 1. So Liebrick up to 52 pitches here in the top of the 3rd. Looking for a ground ball or maybe a strikeout. We'll see here. But 2 outs with 2 runners on. Ooh, and that is a hit by pitch, so dead ball. And that will load the bases for Tooele. So that'll bring out Coach Berg to talk it over with the guys. Should mention head coach for Juan Diego Baseball is Taylor Berg. Athletic director for Juan Diego High School is Chris Long, and the principal of Juan Diego High School is Dr. Gailey Colosimo. So while we have this break, I'm going to try to sneak over and fix that other camera. So I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Much better view over there. Okay, so the conference is over. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. And number 23 up to bat. That is taken for a ball. So 1-0 to Beer, who is the batter. And that's outside for ball 2. So 2-0. Just need a ground ball, get an out here, and get out of this mess. And that's another ball, so 3-0. And what do you do here if you're Tooele? 3-0, bases loaded, 2 outs. Last regular season home game, or last regular season game of the schedule. And that's a ball, so that's going to walk in a run. Hard to say if he was going to take or what, but that will tie the score at 4 apiece. Up to bat now is Spindler for Tooele. And down, snap throw to first is off the mark. So ball 1 to the batter wearing number 5. And that's a good block by the catcher to save a run, but it is 2-0. So the playoff picture is such that if you're in the top 12 of the RPI, you will have a first round bye. And oh, and that is another hit by pitch, so that's going to score another run for Juan Diego, or excuse me, for Tooele. So Tooele will take the lead 5-4. And back to the playoff picture. If you're in the top 12, you'll have a first round bye. The first round starts May 10th, which is Monday. Second round is May 13th and 14th next week. So if you're in the top 12, you'll have a bye. Juan Diego, the last RPI I pulled was over a week ago, and the reason for that is the UHSAA pulled the RPI for Class 4A off of the website in anticipation of the playoff bracket reveal tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So I have no idea where Juan Diego sits with the RPI at present. My guess is they're somewhere around the 13 spot, but I have no official word on that. And Liebrick hits one to the shortstop, who tosses it over to second base for out number 3. So they get out of it, give up a couple of runs, however, and we will move to the middle of the third. And we'll pick up the playoff conversation at the bottom half of the inning. Okay, up to bat for Juan Diego is the 3, 4, and 5 spot, and Gabe Perkins in the 3 spot is at the plate. And Gabe takes for strike 1. So 0-1 to Perkins. And out in front of that one, caught him with the off speed for swinging strike 2. 0-2 to Gabe. And high and outside, not taking that, not chasing it, I should say. 1-2 to Gabe. I see a few of you have hung around, so thanks for staying with me. It's always a challenge to stream from the baseball field. And it just makes it that much more challenging when the wind, you can see the cameras, they are freaking out, man. That wind is whipping. Oh, man. Oh, it's really just unbearable almost up here. So another, yeah, up here, I think the cold front's probably getting ready to pass through. That's what that usually means. Gabe hits it out to right field, and it is caught by the right fielder. So 1 out on the board for Tooele. I mentioned earlier the forecast was for a wind shift about this time, somewhere between 4 and 5. And that would mean the cold front would be passing through and the wind would shift to be coming out of the north. So we'll see if that's what's happening here as the wind really starts to gust. Tyler takes 4, ball 1. And Tyler hits a nice one to right center field, but the right fielder is directly under it and makes out number 2 without any trouble at all. So that'll put 2 outs on the board very quickly for Tooele. Up to bat now for Juan Diego is number 15, Dallas Larson. Looking forward to the fall, if I can look ahead that far, if I'm allowed to look that far ahead, when Dallas will be playing football for the Soaring Eagle as he fouls that one off. Dallas and Tyler both, and Malik Harris, I believe, are the 3 football players on the team. Tyler and Dallas, with a lot of work last year on the team. So looking forward to that, being on top of the stadium and Friday night lights. Good stuff over there. But we've got baseball right now, and Dallas inside. That was a good spot. 2-1 to Dallas. Tooele fans don't like it, but there have been some borderline pitches all game long, so it's just the way it goes. Unless you're right behind the plate, you're not seeing what the umpire's seeing. And that is a taken strike one that you all missed because my camera thought it would show color bars instead. And here we go, 2-2. I'll take the count full, so 3-2 to Dallas. Let's see if we can get a hit. And fouls it off, so count remains full. And got him swinging for strike 3. So a nice pitch there. Let's check out the replay on that. Pitcher loads up, takes a look, and got him swinging. So out number 3 will move to the top of the 4th. Okay, so top of the 4th, Liebrich is still out on the mound. And top of the order for Tooele, Bird, Bowen, and Adams in line to bat for the Buffaloes. And that is low for ball 1. And that's a strike and a hit into left field for the number 1 batter for Tooele. So put a hit on the board for them. Add a pitch to Liebrich's count and put a runner on first. So the number 2 batter, Bowen, is up to bat for Tooele. Shows bunt, throws over to first, and the first baseman makes a good play on that throw to avoid it being overthrown. So good stop there by Lombana, number 24, playing first today. Let's see what that batter shows again. Batter shows bunt and pulls back and swings, so that is strike one. So the playoff picture, again, if you're in the top 12, you get a bye in the first round. And with not knowing where Juan Diego stands in the RPI, and that's hit into left field. So another hit for Tooele. Put a runner on second base and add a hit to the total. I'm only speculating, but when I pulled the RPI, I think they were around 13 the last I looked before they pulled it down, they being the UHSAA. So if Juan Diego ends up being 13, the way that's going to work, that will be a play-in game for the 2021 seed at the 13 home site. So if Juan Diego ends up 13 seed, there'll be a 2021 play-in game. And batter shows bunt. Kind of threw things off rhythm here for the Soaring Eagle. But the way the tournament's going to work is the first round anyway. There'll be a 2021 play-in game at the home side of the 13 seed, and then the winner of that game will play the 13 seed directly after. So Juan Diego could be hosting a game, and a bunt is laid down, and that's to Liebrick over to third. He got him out at third. Nice play, Matt. Wow, that was a strike over to third base, so really good throw. I don't know if I'm going to be, yeah, did get that on replay, so a good throw and a nice force to get that lead runner by Liebrick and put an out on the board. So we could be looking at a home game prior to, well, I should say a game on the home field prior to the actual home game for Juan Diego on Monday. And that's a foul ball off the foot of the batter, Kolovic. So that's if Juan Diego ends up in the 13 spot. If they're 14 or higher, they will just have the one game on Monday. Well, they're only going to have one game anyway, but we could have potentially two games at the field here, just with two other teams. So anyway, that's how that plays out. I don't see Juan Diego dropping below 16. At that point, they would be on the road for the playoffs in the first round. I don't see that being a real possibility as batter takes for a ball 1-1. I think they're probably going to end up in that 13 spot, 13, 14. If they're lucky, they could leapfrog Cedar Valley, which I think is poised, or it might be Uinta. One of those two is poised to be in the 12 spot from what I could figure out. But again, I don't know because the RPI was pulled down 10 days ago. But we'll all find out tomorrow morning because the brackets will be published at 9 a.m. on the UHSAA.org website. So get there early because that site crashes shortly after those things are published from past experience. So you want to be one of the first ones to get it, and it will be a PDF, and you'll want to download that so you have a hard copy of it, because trying to go back even 10 minutes later, you'll probably find the website will be down. So set your alarm. That's off the batter's foot again to bring the count full. So the entire playoff picture will be set after this game and published at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning at UHSAA.org. And with any luck, Juan Diego could squeeze into that 12th spot and get a first round bye. But I'm thinking we're going to be playing Monday in the first round is the more likely scenario. So that's what I know about the playoffs. Full count to Kolovic with one out, runners on first and second. See what Liebrick dials up here. And he called him out on a strike right down the middle. And of course you didn't see it because my camera didn't want you to, which is just totally awesome. But it was a strike out looking for out number 2. And we're going to switch to this other camera until this other one can figure out what it's doing. Liebrick comes home with it outside for ball 1. Yeah, production quality is not good today. Pretty terrible. And that ball gets passed. And he gets back and he's out, and he got him in time. He is out. So that is a great play by Tyler to not only gather the ball, but to take the ball himself and get the runner out. Here's the replay, and he definitely got him before he touched the base. So nice play by Tyler for the third out. So we will go to the middle of the fourth. Tooele 5, Juan Diego 4. Boy, I'm at a loss for what's going on here with the camera, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to unplug a couple things and reconnect, see if that's going to fix whatever the problem is. Pitcher delivers. That is ball 1. So let me get that on the board here. Ball 1 to Liebrick, who was just pitching. That'll be ball 2. And let me see if I can fix this. Probably not at the moment. And Matt hits one up the middle, over to the second baseman, and the first baseman does get back in time for out number 1. So we are all sorts of messed up on the feed here. So stand by. I'm going to have to try to fix something here. Okay, so Preston, the count of 1 and 2, singled into right field there. So nice hit by him. And that'll put 71 on the board for the pitcher. Put a runner on first and bring to the plate Matt Mencia as the camera view is all jacked up because of the wind. Matt shows bunt. Throw is made over to first. And runner is called safe. So challenges upon challenges at the field here. Put another hit on the board for Juan Diego. Takes for a ball. Doing the best I can here, folks. It's not, oh boy, these color bars. I don't know what's going on with this camera. My guess is it's just sitting right in the middle, right in the sun, and not happy with it. So have to go to drastic measures here and unplug it here in a second as Matt takes, well, he swung and missed on that one, but that will advance the runner on the pass ball. So that'll be strike one and move the runner over to second. So pretty disappointing in the feed, I got to be honest with you. One and one to Matt Mencia. Shows bunt and does offer, so that'll be strike two on Matt. And now we've got our other camera frozen, so we'll stick with this view for a minute. Boy. And throws to second. Not in time for a play. Stopped by the second baseman. There we go. Got that one back. Got this one working for the time being. So 1 and 2 is a count. And Matt hits one, two, center field, left, right center, and it's in the gap. And that's going to go for two. Matt might be going for three. He's thinking about he is going to go for three. Here comes the throw in, and the shortstop misses it. So Matt is in for a triple on senior night. Matt Mencia over to third base on a triple to right center field. Nice hit, Matt. And that will score a run for Juan Diego. So let's get this on the board. Outstanding. Hit for Juan Diego. Put another run on the board. And we now have runner at third base. So great work, 5-5. As Connor Sawyer, I don't think I've called Connor's name tonight, but he is one of our 4 seniors. Connor's probably been caught in the technical issues, so hasn't been announced, but he is up and he lifts one, pops it to the first base side, and the the second baseman comes over to make that play. So Connor pops out for out number 2. And that will bring, I believe, Carlos Collada to the plate, who is the leadoff hitter for Juan Diego. So Matt Mencia with a triple in this inning. Outstanding hit to right center field. And that catches the outside corner for strike one. And Carlos lifts one over the second baseman's head, and that's going to score Matt. So the triple pays off and scores a run for Juan Diego on a single by Carlos Collada. So good on you guys. Way to keep the line moving. Tack on a hit and another run. So Juan Diego takes the lead, 6-5. Up to bat now for Juan Diego is Zach Carlson, number 5. Pitcher looks over to first, thinking about it, coming home with it. And that is a called strike for Zach, so 0-1. Carlos with some speed, so let's see if the coach is going to try to send him. He throws back to first. It's Carlos is back, plenty of time for that. See what coming home with it. Carlos does go. Zach swings, And Carlos is down to second base in plenty of time. So the hit and run was on. 0-2 to Zach. Oh, and I had somebody on third instead of first. Sorry about that. My mistake. There was no one on third on the field. I forgot to switch that. So that's 0-2 to Zach with now a runner on second base. Again, production woes here at Broadcast JD. See what Zach can do on 0-2. Outside for ball one. And tails off to miss the plate again for ball two. So 2-2 to Zach. The wind has subsided here at the field. I can still see the trees in the distance blowing pretty good, but for now it's missing us. So not sure how long that'll last, but we've got a nice crisp picture here. And just as I say that, it starts to swirl again. So I just need to keep my mouth shut. Oh, and he got him on a off-speed swing and a miss. So strike three for Zach and out number three for Tooele. And we will move to the top of the fifth with Juan Diego retaking the lead 6-5. So a pitching change for Juan Diego. Liebrick will leave the game at, I believe it was 75 pitches on his count. And into the game for Juan Diego on the hill is Malik Harris, number 34, here in the top of the fifth. At the plate for Tooele is Donadillo. And Malik delivers 4, called strike 1. Good start to his day. And that's fouled off for strike 2. So way ahead on this batter. And off slap at it. It's a slow roller to second, over to first. Barely got him over there. Just barely got him. It was close, half a step if that. So nice play by the second baseman, Preston Bath, one of our seniors tonight, for out number 1. And not much I can do about that view with the wind kicking up again. Sorry about that. Malik throws for ball 1 there. Sometimes the wind will reset the net after it stops blowing, but we'll see if this happens here, or if I have to go do some tweaking on my own. Boy, that was a good looking pitch. I don't know where that missed, but ball 2. At the plate is Palmer for Tooele, number 22. So 1 out here in the top of the 5th. We go 7 innings in high school. JV hasn't made it to 7 innings all year, so I'm not sure how far they're going to go tonight. Fouled off for strike 1. But they'll probably play for an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2. Varsity started 10 minutes earlier than normal, so that might bode well for JV to get a little more time in. We'll see, I guess, see how quickly this game progresses. And swing and a miss for strike 2, so good pitch by Malik. 2-2 to Palmer. And got him swinging for strike 3, so a nice swing and a miss inflicted by the pitching of Malik Harris for out number 2. So 2 batters, 2 outs for Malik in only 8 pitches. And off speed, got him swinging on that one, 0-1. To the batter, Beer, number 23. And another one right down the middle, fouled off. So Malik rolling well today. That has, I believe, off speed, just misses low. So that is 11 pitches for 8 strikes. 1-2. Oh, and he just overthrew that one. You could see it. He wanted it. 2-2. So I think 13 or less is considered an outstanding outing by a pitcher in any given inning. 13 pitches or less, that is. So we'll see if Malik can get a strike here or a ground ball out. And it might be a pop fly out, but it's going to be out of play. So 2-2 remains the count. Wind is stirring up again here at the field. Oh, and he got him chasing, and Tyler grabs it, throws over to first for the out. So a nice pitch by Malik, a good put out by Tyler and the first baseman, and that'll take us to the bottom of the 5th. Juan Diego still up 6-5. So, bottom of the fifth, we have 3, 4, and 5 up for Juan Diego. Gabe hits 1, 2. I missed it. It looks like it was a single right up the middle. Let's see if I have a replay of that one. And it was a single right up the middle. So Gabe Perkins on in one pitch here in the bottom of the fifth. And that's going to bring up Tyler Easter for Juan Diego. Hervat still on the hill for Tooele. Coming home with it. Tyler swings and misses. So 0-1 to Easter. Hervat approaching 90 on the pitch count. And that's outside for ball 1. So 1-1 to Tyler. And Tyler hits a hard ground ball to the third baseman. Ricochets off him to the shortstop, who makes an attempt. Over to third is Perkins for the stolen base. So Tyler with a smash off the third baseman, ricocheted right to the shortstop. Shortstop had a play, but it was just too far behind the runner, and Tyler makes it to first. So that is a base hit for Juan Diego on a hard hit ground ball, and that'll put runners at first and third with no outs and Dallas Larson at the plate. Guys on Game Changer scored that in error. I scored it a hit. That was a hard hit ball to third base. Judgment call. Dallas hits another one to third base. He scoops it up over to second for the out, and not in time for the double play, and the runner at third does not advance, so a force at second will put an out on the board for Tooele and leave runners on the corners. And this will bring Matt Liebrick to the plate. Catcher and pitcher want to talk about something here. So third baseman saw another one coming right at him. That one probably didn't have the velocity that Tyler's had, but good hit nonetheless. Even better play on it. Throws it over to second for the force. And ball 1 to Liebrick. Matt Liebrick, number 3, one of our seniors, being honored this evening. I should say this afternoon. We call it senior night, but it should be senior afternoon, I suppose, on a baseball day. Runner goes, and the throw is not to second base. A fake, if you will, right back to the pitcher. Does not fool Perkins over at third, though, so that will go for, I believe that was a strike, so we'll go with that and move the runner over to second base. So 1-1 is the count. Curveball in there for called strike 2. So 1-2 to Liebrick. And Hervat passes the 90 pitch mark at 91, 92, I guess. Ooh, and he got him swinging on that one. Couldn't lay off of it, though. It was a little high, but you're not going to let that one go when you have 2 strikes on you. So that'll go for out number 2 for Tooele. And bring to the plate Preston Bath, one of our 4 seniors being honored tonight. Again, this afternoon. Gosh, I keep calling it tonight. Not quite nighttime. It's only 4:51. And Preston takes for, oops, that was a ball, my bad, ball 1. So P-Bath, as they call him, see what P-Bath can do here. And that's low. That's a pass ball, and Gabe does not bite. That would have been really close, I think, at play at the plate. So that'll be ball 2, and no advancement by the runner on the pass ball. We have one of the shorter distances from the catcher to the backstop here at Juan Diego. There's only a couple of other fields that are, and that is lifted to left center by P. Bath. That's going to bring in Gabe, and here comes Dallas, and nobody at first to address the runner over there as the first baseman takes a look. So 2 across the plate on the single by Preston Bath. Add a hit and 2 runs. Put a runner on first. So nice job by the senior, number 4. That'll bring Matt Mencia up. Back and hit another one. He had a nice triple his last at bat. It's ball 1. And probably the best hit of the year for Matt by far. See if he can move Preston around. Ooh, good cut there. So 1-1 to Matt. Also on our list of seniors. So Connor Sawyer, Matt Liebrick, Preston Bath, and Matt Mencia. And he does it again into right field. So Mencia having a day. Single advances the runner over to second, and he is feeling it. So a nice shot out there. Add to the Juan Diego hit total. And that's going to bring up Connor Sawyer. So 3 seniors in a row here for Juan Diego. We got Preston on second, Matt Mencia on first, and Connor Sawyer up to bat. And he hits it to the shortstop, who tosses it to second for the 3rd out, but not before Juan Diego adds 2 and takes the score to 8-5. So we'll go to the top of the 6th with that score. Okay, top of the 6th. And Malik delivers a strike, so that'll be 0-1 to the batter. And we are again connectivity challenged. I can see having all kinds of trouble here. Makes it difficult. Try to figure that out maybe at the end of the inning here. That's called, ooh, that is a ball. It's a good looking pitch there. So 1-1. And that's lifted out of play for strike 2. And he went on that one, so that'll be strike 3 for out number 1. And that's called strike 1. That's over to third. Throw to first is in time, so a nice play by Perkins over there at third to make out number 2. Two up, two down in the top of the 6th for Harris. At the plate is Bird, and that one misses for ball 1. Low for ball 2. Will be ball 3 to the batter. So 3-0. See if he's going to take or swing away here. And he misses anyway, so it doesn't matter. That'll be ball 4. But runner on first. So at the plate now is Bowen for Tooele. Throw to first is just checked on the runner, not even an attempt made to tag him. And that's fouled off for strike 1. And while Tyler goes out there, I'm going to take just a break here and see if I can't figure out this connectivity. So stand by. And swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 to the batter. And I think I just made it worse, if anybody can still hear me. And a nice pitch by Malik. Swing and a miss for out number 3. So that will take us to the bottom of the 6th. Juan Diego still up 8-5. So Carlos walks, and I didn't even catch that we had a new pitcher. So new pitcher, Donna Dia, looks like he's number 8. I put number 9. I'll change that in a sec. That is ball 2 to Zach. And low 4, ball 3. I mentioned football season in the fall, and the streaming from the stadium is much better. We have hard lines over there, no challenges with connectivity whatsoever. So looking forward to that day when we don't have this mess that we're dealing with today. That will be ball 4 and put Zach on first. So a little behind here. We do have runners on first and second. Carlos also walked. And the coach wants to go out and talk about it with his guys. So looks like things have become stable somewhat on the connectivity front. So maybe we're good for a while. I don't know. I know it's pretty aggravating when streams don't work the way they should. Believe me, I do know what that is like. And being the source of it is no fun at all when I know it can work. It's just constraints of connectivity and things that are out of my control. So trying the best we can here. Gabe Perkins up to bat. And that misses for ball 1. So if we end up with a home playoff game next week, I hope to have this all straightened out so it doesn't end up like this, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see how that all turns out. Again, 9 a.m. tomorrow, the brackets will be posted on the uhsaa.org website. You want to get in there right at 9, that's taken for a ball, and download the PDF of the bracket, because that site will undoubtedly have a hard time keeping up with demand. It does every time those brackets are posted. So get in there early and get your hard copy, I guess your soft copy, and taking 4, strike 1, so 2 and 1 to Gabe, and then you'll have it and not have to worry about going back to the site. Ooh, and Gabe gets crossed up just a little bit on that one to foul it off. So 2 and 2. And I see 3 of you are still with me, so good on you for hanging in there. Let's see if we can get through this. And that is a ball, so 3 and 2. Another one of those borderline pitches. He's not giving those borderline pitches away, that's for sure. So pretty consistent in that regard. I think the minute he calls one of those a strike, somebody's going to lose their mind. But so far, so good. 3 and 2 to Gabe. Ooh, and a swing and a miss. He wanted that one big time. But that'll put the first out on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. And bring to the plate Tyler Easter, the catcher for Juan Diego. Tyler with 2 really good plays in this game so far on the defensive front. Threw one down to second base for the out on the attempted steal and a pass ball. He recovered it and ran back to home himself for the tag out. So pretty good game for Tyler as he fouls that one off for strike 1. Not holding at first. So they'll be coming home with this one to Tyler. And that one's, he's going down to third, so that is a stolen base with an advance from first to second as well. So that'll go for a ball and put runners on second, third. So good opportunity here for Tyler to bring in a couple of runs for Juan Diego. Base hit, scores 2 in all likelihood. Ooh, and that was a good looking pitch there. Bet he'd like to see that one again. 1-2 to Tyler. Oh, and he hits one. Boy, that was a good swing, but he popped it up. And it's second base out to right field to make the catch. That is a tag by Carlos to bring it home. So let's get that one on. Yes, he caught it, and here he comes home. So he's safe by a mile. So an RBI by Tyler, but also an out. So that'll put another one on the board for the Soaring Eagle and run the score up to 9-5 with a runner on third and Dallas Larson at the plate. I thought Tyler had unloaded on that one, but just missed it as Dallas takes for strike 1. If that had been barreled up by Tyler, that would have been gone. Let's just say that. So just missed it, but got the RBI nonetheless. And strike 2 to Dallas. And lined right to the third baseman for out number 3. So a nice play down there on third. See that one again. And yep, definitely caught that one. So that'll be out number 3. And Juan Diego just needs to hold them here in the top of the 7th, and this game will be over. So top of the 7th, Tooele needs 4 runs to tie it up and stay in the game. Again, I don't know if we actually go extra innings in varsity or not, but Tooele needs some runs here, nevertheless. And Harris really dials one up there, but it misses inside for ball 1. And ball 2. To the batter. Inside for ball 3. So Malik throwing pretty hard. Just missing so far. 3-0 to the batter. And Adams is at the plate. And there we go for strike 1. So good pitch there. Right down Main Street. And there will be no JV game stream. There will still be a JV game, but I am not going to stream because the connectivity is just too intermittent here. Over to short 2, first base for out number 1. So nice play over there at short for the first out. So I need to be able to get into my studio at YouTube and delete that game because that is not happening at this point. And off speed in there for called strike 1. Two and 1 to the batter, who is now Kolovic for Tooele. And that's hit up the middle. Shortstop makes a play on it over to first and pulls his foot. Probably a tie anyway, so nice effort there by the shortstop and first baseman. Yeah, probably been a tie, if not the runner beating first baseman anyway. So good effort, but it does result in a hit and a runner at first for Tooele. Ooh, and he went, so that is a swing and a miss to Donadio. And up to bat is Lovato for Tooele, who takes 4, ball 1. And that's a strike, so 1 and 1 to the batter. So the JV game has been officially deleted as an event. Will not be streaming that. That is a foul for strike 2. So Tooele down to their last strike in this game. Keep things alive for them. So my apologies to the JV fans out there. Just not going to happen today. I don't know why the connectivity is what it is, but it is lousy. Not worth it. And a swing and a miss to end the game. So Juan Diego will take this one by a score of 9-5. And we'll see how this turns out for both teams when the RPI and the brackets are published tomorrow. So that will be final and end the game. So a nice outing by Malik Harris with 43 pitches and a couple of quick innings to end things for the Soaring Eagles. So that'll do it on senior night / senior afternoon. here at the Juan Diego Field. So we'll check out the playoffs and see what's happening and put something out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook to let everybody know when our playoff season will start, our playoff contest will start. My guess is it'll be Monday. Those games are scheduled at 4 with the exception of the play-in game that I mentioned earlier. That could start, will start at 2, I believe. So we'll see how it all turns out. But thanks for tolerating the mess of a production today, and sorry that we're not going to be able to get a JV game in, but it's just too messy right now with poor connectivity. So I'll fold it up and we'll check in with you on Monday. Have a good afternoon, everybody.